Little Chinamen, they're everywhere. All right, we are here with 35 point bat rep. My beard is puke green. It's failed miserably. I'm sorry. I tried. Okay, I spent like 3 hours trying. It was awful. What are we playing?
35 points.
Oh, this is Brynn. Hi, Brynn. How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Only okay?
I got diced.
Oh yeah, your last game was pretty sad. It's okay. You can cheer yourself up by killing me. I'm bringing Darius. Who are you bringing?
Vindicus.
You're gonna lose. Okay, let's look at the armies.
And 35 points of Menoth starts off with Vindicus and his big buddy Judith, our Judicator. And then we have a full unit of Zealots, Monolith Bear. We got a Vassal hiding out there. I think it was one of those. We got a full thing of Errants with their UA. We got a squad of Racks and the Choir, of course. And on the Cygnar, we have Darius. I love this guy. He's so funny. We got a pair of Hammersmiths, Thunderhead, Reinhold, Squire, Journeyman Warcaster for some extra armor buffs, Harlanverse for good measure, and the Black 13th because they're awesome. That's just what they are. So we're playing Supply and Demand. So there's those two little objectives there. If you destroy them, you can get a point, and if you control the middle, you get another point, or dominate for 2 points. But I don't think there's going to be a lot of dominating or controlling unless someone's terribly losing. So, Menoth, turn 1. Let's get right into it. You did win the roll-off. I do believe just barely. But turn 1, just running those errants up. They already have advanced deploy, and so they're well into the zone already. The Zealots not too far behind. They are speed 6 instead of the speed 5 guys. So that helps a lot. And then Vindicus walking up, and what's he doing? Oh yeah, Defender's Ward. That wonderful, wonderful spell. The Judicator runs up, putting his toe into the forest to get some extra defense. No, he's not. He just likes to crush trees because he doesn't get defense, so he's just bitter. That's also running up, and the Choir advancing up, and they are giving the no shooting because of all my shooting jack. I guess the Thunder can shoot, so it's habit, I guess, habit. So Darius puts Fortify on the one Hammersmith to his left. All right, then advances up and casts Full Throttle, which allows all my jacks to run. It's just I find it funny when I have 3 jacks instead of giving them 1 each. Just cast Full Throttle, and it's more fun. And so he shoots his little cannon. I do believe Reinhold reloaded him too beforehand. And so I need like double 6s to hit. And then I realize I'm in range in that guy, but he's barely an inch within that little obstruction there. And so I need, almost getting the double 6s I need to hit. But it does scatter a few inches to the 1, hits the Zealot and a few Errants. I do boost the damage on the Errant up front. And roll quite well and destroy him. And then against the Zealot, I only need like a 6 to kill or a 5 to kill. And it was, well. And then against Errant, nothing. That's okay. Then the Harlanverse walks up, and I'm just not used to being like so close to everyone on the first turn. I don't even have to run or anything. So he just advances up, puts a toe into that little crater, and starts shooting. He's just out of range for a second shot, though. He's got a quad iron, and he can shoot 4 times if he keeps on hitting. And because they have Defender's Ward on, he has Purgation, so he gets boosted attack and damage rolls. It's pretty useful at killing those kind of guys. So the Halfjacks run up. I think I actually forgot the Halfjacks in deployment. No, they were thrown out first turn. That's what happened. You just kind of like Darius, kind of like throwing like potatoes, and they get up and start walking around. So all my jacks run up, get into position. Squire tries to keep back out of the blast radius of the Judicator. I'm hoping for the best, while keeping within 5 inches of my Warcaster because he needs to be that close. And so measuring just within 10. For brutal damage shot, because with the Defender's Ward, I think they're up to armor like 17 or 16. I don't know. It's pretty high. I don't get them, but I do shoot Mage Storm instead. Try to block some line of sight and just hamper movement. Hopefully, we'll scatter forward. I do scatter off to the side backwards actually, but that works okay too. German walks up, puts Arcane Shield on the Thunderhead, bring him to a respectable armor 22. So end of turn 2, as you see we're all set up for a real battle. Menoth turn 2. Defender's Ward is upkept and 2 to the Judicator, and the Judicator gets his own because of his awesomeness. Excuse a little bit of shaky camera, there's a lot of models to move, and I'd rather you watch it in a bit of shakiness than watching it all bored. just keep things interesting. So he needs an 8 to hit my poor Black 13. I think he needed 9s actually. We miscalculated. But first mistake of the day. Shooting at my little half-jack, now he needs 8s. Misses, the next one, there we go, hitting the 8. And demolishing him. That's too bad. But that's what the half-jacks are there for. I mean, instead of anyone else getting shot and a little bit of damage on my jacks, I'd rather have half-jacks die, because they are free and they come back. Taking a shot at my journeyman, who with a lucky shot could have killed him, but luckily it didn't. And then he goes up and gives True Path, I do believe it's called. I don't know, it's toilet paper, that's what it is. And the Zealot is very excited, and they do their Manifest Destiny and the warding. Basically nothing can kill them except scattered spell AoE. And even then. And so the Zealots, of course, running their 12, jam the crap out of me. And none of my guys have the magical... It doesn't matter. I cannot kill those Zealots next turn, so it's just going to be really annoying. But the Choir walks up and, of course, battles the Judicator, and so he's all fancy. So even though he is his crappiest rat ever... Oh, look at that fancy laser. Isn't that so fancy? That's awesome. So he shoots his first rocket at Ryan. Turns out to be just out of range, and it scatters forward, off, and hits the Squire. Boosting damage, kills the Squire. Second shot, because of the line of sighting thing, he can't actually shoot at Ryan again, because he only has one side. But it scatters into my own guys, nothing too big. But then the second one scatters way back to the... and hits... Oh, that one hits the Squire. And he boosts damage. And he lays the Squire. Poor Squire. And then the Vassal walks up. Guess what? There's another 2 AoEs coming towards me. So he shoots at Ryan again. We know he can see her and it's just at a range. But it scatters back onto his own guys. Obviously the Zealots can't die from it. And my guys have high enough armor that nothing is going to really hurt them too much. So I'm trying to think, what can I do here? So I give 2 focus to my Thunderhead. And then keep the rest. Just try to figure out what to do here. The Black 13th, they're pretty awesome as well. So just making sure they're in command. Spread a little bit. Shooting, needing I think a 7 to hit. And then using brutal damage, of course, to get through that errant armor with Defender's Ward on. And then Ryan gets her 2 shots, manages to hit and kill the first one, and gets her second shot instead of doing the Mage Storm. Thought this would be much more effective. And managing to hit, very nice rolling here, and killing the third one. Black 13th doing their job. Then Harlan, he's feeling all sassy. He walks up out into the open, takes the first shot, and misses. Even with the boosted, he needed a 6 and only rolled a 5. That's okay. That's okay. And so Darius, he just kind of sits still and starts shooting and tries to scatter something. Oh yeah, it was Reinhold who got killed also from those. It was perfect scatters. It was insane. And so then he casts, so nothing with his blast, but he casts full throttle. And so the Hammersmith walks up. He can't hurt him, but he can beat him back with the beatback. And so he hits back an inch, pushes an inch, and then he hits again. Full throttle gives you boosted attack rolls. And so I thought this would be the most effective way to do this. And no, another inch. And now the Zealots can't be hurt, but the Errants are not immune to collateral damage. And so with my chain attack slam, I push that Zealot all the way and knock him down and manage to take out the Errant. Mwah! Making the best out of a bad situation. I was so proud of that move. It was so much fun. And so I move up. I plan to just knock down a few Zealots so I don't have to take any free strikes. And so I push him up. Gotta hit him one more time. I miss actually. I need a 6 to hit. I rolled a 5 on 3 dice for the second time this turn. But I have a half-jack. Oh, I forgot to pop out another half-jack. That's okay. I put a mine and it should be good. Now because I pushed out another Zealot, I only get 1 free strike. But then I realize he's like POW 7 and I'm like armor 20 bajillion. So he really can't hurt me at all. But I do take a shot. I have a couple focus, so I boost the first shot, manage to hit that Errant, and a POW 14, I think I only need a 5 to kill him. Do manage to take him out. Oh, he does a self-sacrifice. That's okay, because then I'll just shoot again. And this time, needing that 8, just barely getting it, which is awesome, and needing that 5 to kill, but not getting it. Journeyman runs away because I don't want her picked off by that blast damage. So end of turn 2, everything's kind of set up. At least I'm in the zone, so he can't just straight out win. And he maxes out the Judicator on focus. Or it gives, I think he just gives him, no, he gives him 2, yeah. And then he cast Defender's Ward on himself. He let it drop on the errant. No, he put it on the Judicator, sorry. Then he just walks forward with the errant, manages to engage Harlan. That guy was supposed to be dead. I wasn't just silly and moving close. It was a risk. It was a risk. I'll live with it. So the errants are there, and first attacking Harlan. He has got pretty good defense. He needed a 7 to hit and miss, which is awesome. And then shooting at Ryan, manages to hit. He needed that 9, got it, but then rolled double 1s for damage, and only did 1 point of damage. That was, whew, Ryan just doesn't die. She is a survivor. And so now the Zealots get to go. A lot of them get to stand still. The disadvantage of not running up and engaging is that, well, oh, he takes a few free strikes so he can actually throw, because when they do their fervor, I do believe it's called, then they get oh, and I miss a free strike. He's like, meh. So continue to, now he's throwing. He actually throws at the errant, misses, scatters back a little bit, misses our Harlan, and kills the errant. So I was like, ooh, thank you very much. That was very nice of you. And so now the other one's shooting at the poor little monolith, and that's gonna get destroyed. And unfortunately, Ryan is in the blast damage, and I get slaughtered. So Ryan apparently can survive a lot, but it's not the smartest cookie. That's okay. And then he throws another one, destroys the objective, which gives him 1 point. Boop. And continue on, he's just gonna start massacring my jacks, or trying to, because I'm armor 19 on the middle one, armor 21 on the side, and armor 22 on the Thunderhead. So he's throwing at the weakest one, of course. But again, no matter how much he hurts it, I can heal it up to full with my feet. So it's, but might as well force me to feed on something, I guess. He gets a nice crit and lights them all on fire. So again, that's potentially more damage. And because I don't have any half jacks, I can only heal up to a maximum of 2, because you get to heal 1 in base to base with either a half jack or Darius himself. And so again, we'll have to see what will happen. Just continue to roll and doing lots of damage, and double checking my my morale on Lynch there. Poor guy, all by his lonesome. So the Judicator decides to just stand still and shoot at Darius. Might as well put some damage on him. Again, he's armor 18 base caster with 22 hitboxes, so it's probably not going to kill him, but might as well try to do something. Boosting a hit needing an 8, and then boosting damage is dice -2, and that's a good roll. That's a very good roll. 12 damage. Over half of his box is 1 hit, and then it deviates. Luckily, it deviates far enough that it doesn't do anything. So he has 1 focus left, but he decides to just risk it, and manages to hit me on an 8. Which is awesome for him, not for me. I hate him. But then rolls decently on. He could have rolled a little bit better, but okay. I'm like, okay, I barely survived here. And then the scatter does take it off the exact same place before. But then the vassal reloads him, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, no, you don't want to target the zealot. No, you're targeting Darius. Then he rolls another 8. Well, he rolls a 9, and rolls enough to kill me, just barely. And so that's a dirty Menoth. I should have left him out in the open, but good game. Menoth victory.
Well, that was unexpected.
Judicators kill casters, man.
Alright, so to explain to everybody, you accidentally moved your errant in the way. You were going to try to charge my Hammersmith with Fortify on it.
Correct.
But we later measured, and you would have been short, and you probably would have lost the game.
Yes.
But instead, because of your silly mistake, because of being distracted,
blocked my own charge lane.
You took a Hail Mary, couple shots, and
3 Judicator shots blew up Darius.
It's the choir.
It's the Judicator.
It's the choir.
It's Judicator.
That was those 8s. That was,
dude. The odds to roll 8s are like really good on 2 dice. Really good.
It was a good game though. I enjoyed it. I was about to wreck some face. I thought I dealt with everything really well up until then. But well, we'll have to see next game. We'll have a rematch round 2.
Mine's not as big as yours.
The problem was I didn't rub my own beard for luck.
And it's green. It's really ugly.
Is it technically? It's technically green.
It's like a yellowy on the camera though.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. Catch us next time. And always remember to wash your grandmother's socks. She'll love it.